burn them, hang them, whatever, because they're bloody awful. Are we going to be walking through the trough or what? And we've also got the Wheel of Death, which I've been sent to because of my opinions of Stitches at Fort Park. What's this? Staggered Closes, 4 PM. Hello and welcome back to Thrillnet, and welcome to the first video from Blackpool Pleasure Beach in about 6 weeks. I'm going to turn around because the music is so loud.
I can't hear you because the music is so loud.
If you've seen my recent update video and Alton Towers vlog and stuff, you'll know sort of why I had to go into hospital and stuff, had some health issues. And yeah, because I've not filmed it for so long, I'm going to film here today, do a little vlog / updates video. There's Journey to Hell stuff out, Cabinet of Curiosities entrance over there, and some stuff behind me as well. They've actually got an Ozzy Osbourne tribute, who's like some rock legend, I think. Because yeah, unfortunately he recently passed away and was very famous. But yeah, it's going to be a fun day today. I'm with Josh today. There's no Danielle, unfortunately. It's very unusual to have no Danielle on this channel, isn't it? But regardless, we're going to have a great day. Alright, so one of the things that's at Journey to Hell is an overlay of Ghost Train known as Ghost Train Vault of Shadows, I believe. It's basically you experience Ghost Train with some extra effects and some actors and stuff. Because of that, they've actually moved one of the new models that was put in 2024. Obviously we can't take you on ride, guys, it's not allowed, unfortunately, otherwise I would show you. But yeah, there's obviously, you get a little jump scare sort of up that way. Yeah, sort of up there. There's a little jump scare from like an exorcist figure, I think it's something like that, or a bride or something. And then you go have a woman banging on a screen like that you're going towards. And then there's like a little groom as well. The groom has been moved slightly to be close to the screen. We're not sure why, but we speculate that there may be an actor that's put there in that doorway. So very interesting stuff, but I guess we'll see what happens. I am hoping to do Journey to Hell this year, possibly. So I'll be really excited to finally get on that. There was no actors upstairs in the ride last year, I believe. They were only downstairs, so it's good. That means we could potentially see more actors in there than we've done in previous years, potentially. Got this bit of theming, guys. I believe they have a witch hanging show at Journey to Hell. It wasn't very well advertised for the Times last year, I believe, from what I've heard from some vloggers. But yeah, witches deserve to be hung because they kill vampires and werewolves. I know we're at the Warren Park, but still, burn them, hang them, whatever, because they're bloody awful. Over here at River Caves, we're going to have the attraction called the Abyss, I believe, and it looks like we're going to actually get to walk through this, which is really interesting. They're doing some preparations for it down there. Like, are we going to be walking through the trough or what? Like, I'm interested to see what they're going to do. They used to have the tunnels maze here, like the entrance to the tunnels maze, because you've got an entrance to the tunnels maze there. I think it's there, like, I've obviously never done it, but they've actually moved it slightly to the hub over there where it has been before as well. So yeah, I'm interested. This is the main reason I want to do Journey to Hell, is to see what this is all about. I'll tell you what is interesting though, the exit to the tunnels maze in previous years was through that fence in the Aviktas construction site. Obviously you used to have the bowler drone. That's a good shout. And the steps, like you used to exit where, like in front of where the steps are, there's steps over there, and there was toilets. Like, what are they going to do for that? Because if it exit in the same place as last time, you're going to be exiting onto a live construction site. Like, what are they going to do? They could put some shipping containers there to extend the maze slightly. They could put a temporary fence there or something. Because like the gyro swing's going to be really close to there. You're really close to the construction where you exit. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. It'd be interesting to see. So Big Dipper is still closed. Originally this was advised to be closed throughout September. However, they've now updated that, and I believe it's closed till mid-October, late October, can't quite remember. I'll put a screenshot on the screen now of the ride maintenance page, but yeah, not good at all. You better have that second train fix, but I think it'll be next season now at least. the end of the day, health and safety regulations and stuff, I think it's something to do with that. I can only guess because both trains are clearly serviceable because they kept swapping them over all season. So they might have to make some modifications to, I don't know, the brake run. Like, it's obviously a manned brake run, like someone has to manually stop it. So I assume that's why it's been on one train, that there's been some sort of health and safety thing to do with that, like regulation update. But yeah, hopefully this ride gets sorted out. It's been a nightmare to get on this season. It's just, it doesn't move the queues at all on one train. Well guys, we have nearly just had an evac from this ride. It was struggling round in Fusion. But yeah, we're here on Pleasure Beach Express. There's some work going on Big Dipper. It looks like they're going to retrack the lift hill, and also they've just been finishing off the retrack near the Big Blue, which, like, they did work around there a couple of years ago, but they're doing some more. It made no difference to the ride experience last time, but I guess it needs doing. But yeah, that's the reason we know for sure it's been closed the past month and continues to be closed. But I mean, it'd be nice to sort out the two train situation, but I'm very doubtful, at least for now. As well as the Journey Tell stuff, there is stuff out here as well. Stuff back that way. Pumpkins and coffins and... Bloody hell, have you caught my cold? And we've also got the Wheel of Death, which I've been sent to because of my opinions of Stitches at Fort Park. Stay tuned for the vlog. See if it's improved, because yeah, it's basically, if you don't know, it's this terrible scare maze that everyone rates highly because it's well themed, but there's just no scares in there. So yeah, Jack Silkstone, if you're watching, I hope you're happy with this. Hopefully I get out and survive in time for Fright Nights next week. Another returning scare attraction for this year, or scare ride overlay, is down the rabbit hole, the overlay of Alice in Wonderland right here. As you can see, theming is being put in place. And yeah, this is another one where you go through and see some scare actors. I heard this wasn't very good last year, there weren't enough actors. He's salty because he didn't get to do it. Check out his vlog last year for a 20-minute rant about why. But yeah, hopefully it's improved for this year. You know, they get more actors in or whatever, because it didn't get the best reviews really. As we passed by the construction site here for Aviktas, there's been a lot of change over the past months. The footers are starting to go in with concrete foundations. So yeah, just to let you know that is progressing well. And I look forward to the hardware hopefully arriving, we believe, around November time. That's what rumours are saying.
The rumours?
Maybe they're ridiculous, but maybe not.
It feels early.
Yeah, it feels early, but that's going to be really exciting when that arrives. So yeah, good times ahead for that. Alright, we have just been on Wallace and Gromit, and it's actually, you know, I've been away for that long because it all happened when I was in hospital. Like, sneaky people thinking they can ruin a ride while I'm in hospital and stuff. But Wallace and Gromit obviously had its new scenes added in August, themed to the new movie, and based on Feathers McGraw and Norbot, whoever they are. I've not watched it because I don't care about movies, but it's just ruined the flow of the ride in my opinion, and I'm not going to do too much of an in-depth like review, and there's going to be spoilers over the next couple of minutes because, like, I assume you've all like already ridden it. But yeah, you've obviously got 4 changes in there based off the new movie. The first one I quite like is like a Norbot that just introduces himself like, "Hi, I'm Norbot, your bloody blah talking robot," or whatever. After like, we'll go somewhere where there's cheese bit. There's then a music change as you're going down the bit with like the air cannons. And then the next scene is Feathers McGraw, which I don't like because it used to say before you go past like a car in the first half of the ride, like, is it supposed to do that? But that gets now interrupted, like before the "hey, look out" bit when you're going past the car, with like a bit about Feathers McGraw, like, and this woman's like, "No, he's been banged up in zoo," or something. And there's a music change there. Like, I don't like that. It just interrupts a scene that's been there all along, ruins the flow. And then the next bit's my least favourite. There's a Norbot charging in the bit where there used to be some tense music before you enter the museum bit, sort of to refer to the way through, and it's like, "recharge 1%." And like, the music's off as you're going through there, but as you're coming towards the end, it starts playing the old like tense music that was there, and then it just suddenly cuts out as you hit the next scene. Like, that's awful flow for the ride. And then after that, it's changed at the end. So when Wallace says, well, that went as well as could be expected, on the screen's cut out, and there's a penguin there, or I think it's a penguin or something. And like, that also ruins that flow of the ride because there's audio going on longer, so it's not as much as like a surprise when you get to the were-rabbit. So I don't like that either. And also they changed the old music at the end of the ride from the theme tune to like this other random song, and I don't like that either. So yeah, summary is that I don't really like the changes in there. Like, it's an okay dark ride, but I just don't really like what they've done to it. And apparently there's more to come, so yeah, I'm kind of dreading that. We'll see what happens. Tell you what, guys, we're going to be leaving this park with a sour taste today. I mean, we've got half an hour left yet, but what's this? Staggered Close, 4 PM. We had this in 2022 as well. We've always had staggered openings, but staggered closes, they've been few and far between, but they've been present, and it looks like they're back with a vengeance. Revolution here is closed at 4 PM. I don't know about other rides, like big ones still going around there. We've just been on Icon, so they're staying open. Steeplechase is open, but quite busy. Yeah, it's really bad. Like, the park's only open 10 till 5. It's ridiculous, really. And it's not that quiet. Not good at all. And I tell you what, speaking of staggered openings, everything was opening late today. Like, Grand National open late, even when it says like here 10:30. Don't guarantee it'll be open. Like, they do have a habit of being late with stuff. Alright then, I guess we'll end this where we started, in the Journey Tell area. In a few weeks time now, there will be roaming actors all in this area, and around Valhalla, Derby Racer, that side of things, past Alice and Ghost Train. And yeah, basically on North Park. North Park is open for that. Yeah, it's been a good day today. I know I'm not filmed a ton, you know, but I mean, we're here often, aren't we? As much as I've not been for 2 months, didn't want to do too much of the... We've just been on Icon, and it was amazing as usual, which we obviously did, by the way. And yeah, you know, I didn't want it to be too samey, just keeping it to the updates, not waste too much of your time. I mean, it's not really wasting, is it? But you get what I mean. But yeah, nice to see the park looking good for Halloween. And hopefully I'll do Journey Tell this year. Obviously I'll keep you updated. Like, it's not a definite, but the next vlog on the channel, all being well, should be from a certain Thorpe Park Fright Nights, which is always a highlight of the year. Speaking of Halloween, check out my Scarefest vlog, the most recent Halloween themed vlog on the channel, for Autumn Towers, where we had a really good time. Click the video on the right side of your screen if you want some more Halloween content. Click the icon on the left side of your screen to subscribe to the channel for more things theme park related in the UK and beyond. I'm Ben, you've been watching ThrowNet, and I'll catch you again soon.